Well, hello there. Good morning. Hope everyone can hear me. Yes, sound looks good, which is a nice start. How are we all doing? Welcome along to Chilliwack, the Canadian cattle farmer, and welcome to my Sunday morning and your weekend. Hope you're all doing well. Nice to have you here, Isaac. Good to see you. Headphones arm of my chair. Stop muttering, Argsy. Waylon, how you doing, mate? Chinook, good morning, my friend. How you doing? Donald, boys, haven't seen you around for a wee while. Nice to have you in the stream. Ozarks, hello mate, good to see you. Hope you're enjoying the Oak server and you're popping in and out of there a bit. John, Charlie boy, hello to you both. Brittle Fiber, welcome along. Blockstar, g'day. Nismo, good morning to you mate. How are you? Didn't get too wet the last few days? Hope not. You've got FS22, Donald boys, that's awesome. Very cool. But welcome on. We're back here. Canadian Cattle Farmer, Farmer Ed, hello to you as well. I've still got my Nightbot for Thrustmaster, the official sponsor of the logging league. Very exciting. But how is everyone doing? Plan for today is to get some lime going, but I'm not going to drive the lime spreader. We are going to set this guy up doing horseplay and auto drive combined, so using auto drive to refill and run. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's going to work. Otherwise, I'm going to look a little bit embarrassed. Do some tillage, and we're going to set the other one up on course just to get it done. So that is the plan. BSDN, hey yo, buddy, hey yo. Planting on the oaks as I watch. Awesome. There we go. Nice to hear. So we're going to go get this guy set up first, running, like I said, horseplay. A bit of auto drive. So we're going to do it with just this little bit of lime in the hopper. Make sure everything is going to work perfectly. It's just a map though. Which one am I looking for? Farming. Here we are. So we've got the two fields here behind the yard. We've got this field over here, these two fields over here, plus the bits we've plowed. In fact, I don't actually have soil. Problematic. Mr. Bearsden Gaming, 5 gift memberships. You are a star. Thank you very much, my friend. There you go. Nismo, Peter, Altuna, Albert, and Hawkeye. Gifted memberships by Bearsden Gaming. So thank you very much, mate. Very generous. Appreciate it. Lost my train of thought now. Environmental score. Soil info. Soil type. I'm just going to purchase the soil. At 24,000. No. You know what we're going to do? We are going to go. And should we buy? We're going to buy the little skin. So, otherwise, we're buying lime. And no point. Zaria Scout. 7,000. Could have actually leased it. Right, we own it now. So we're going to go pick that up. Take the Kubota down. Back. I'm going to. I'm all over the place. Take the Kubota down. I was thinking we could have taken the pickup, but it doesn't have any pitch. And here's the other thing: I've probably got store deliveries put up somewhere, so I don't even know where it's gone. $1 million question of where that's just spawned. We'll use the Kubota anyhow. Let's go and pick things up. Let a few more enjoy your favourite FS stream. Well, thank you very much, mate. Awesome. Brittle Fiber, you're playing on the Oaks too. Nice. There it is there. We don't even need to go get it. The dealership delivered it. Auckland just had flooding. You know what, Nismo? I have seen a lot of that. That's why I'm asking to make sure you were okay and didn't get too affected by it. So, my wife was in Auckland on Thursday night and we had to sleep in the airport terminal overnight on Friday night because she couldn't get out. It was a bit of an experience for her. Not one she really wanted to have, but it was one she had in here. Alright, bring up that mini-map, make sure I cover as much of the area in one go as I can. So when we race around and do this, I'm not going to worry too much about the edge of all the fields. Do what we can. And then we'll get into what I really is a pillage. climate notification. So I don't think I've used auto drive and force play together yet. So we got to give that a go. Slowly building your Chilliwack empire. Saying Chilliwack. Another 3 years and I should own everything southeast of the train track. Southeast of so, oh, it's a good bit of land. Playing on hard economy to make it a bit more of a challenge. It is going to be a challenge. But on you, those challenges are nice though when you've got something. Farmer Taz, how you doing, mate? Great to have you here. 30 watching and only half like this. Oh dear, that like button vote cattle farming secrets on the way. I don't know if you're going to get any secrets from cattle farming, but hopefully you'll have a bit of fun here. Evening to you too, Music Man. How are you, buddy? Fun times here in Auckland. Not. No, it did not look fun. We went in Otahuhu, which is no, it's not far from the airport, is it? No, she ended up, her and a few of her colleagues got a fleet car from work and driving from Auckland down to where we are. About a 7-hour drive. Half expecting that their flights were all going to be cancelled yesterday, that they booked on and not get out. Well, Chilliwack worked his magic and wife's flight went to depart at 5:01, departed Robin 5:01. So as she was driving south, she could wave at it at the road. I'm not going to say it was really funny. You have a scout that covers the field in one sample. I should get to that. I have seen that with the big wide coverage. I could also use the precision farming console commands too. No flooding for you, you were good, that's good. Didn't look like much fun to people. Crazy, some of it. Brittle Fiber, what map do you recommend I play on? I don't have a lot of games, so depends what you want to do, Brittle. That's possibly one of the toughest questions to answer. Because what you like might be different to what I like. I could go and recommend you 5 American maps which have fields which are massive and you need 5 combines to work, but you don't want to use in course play or hired helpers if you want to do something yourself. So it depends what you want to do. Depends how you want to play the game. You might want to suggest a forestry map completely covered in trees. Again, if you don't like forestry, that's be no good to you. Well, you know what? Once we've got, we need to wait for the samples to come through. Not good planning, Argsy. You should have got the oh, someone's got a sword now. Get on over to one of our servers, Brittle. Chinook Brittle joined us on Wednesday night. He played on West Aussie, so he has been on there. But yeah, definitely go and join the Oaks. A bit different. Very cold in Sweden. Cold in Sweden most of the time, wouldn't it? Alright, wonder how long is it going? It's off. In soil samples. There we go. So we get those ones going. I think at least we could make a start in that field while we carry on and get a lot of these done. If you didn't see the video during the week, we've had quite an expansion of our arable land. So I've been around and plowed up all of these little pockets of grass where we can increase our field size. I'm going to cover this piece in only a couple of little spots. It's live on console. It's live everywhere. Because the state broadcasters are running it. It's you're in Times Square, you can go and watch it on the big screen. That's how live I am. It'll be a coup, wouldn't it? Farm Sim streamer live in Times Square, New. Hey Scooter, how are you? Nice to see you. Look at that, soil samples came through already. That was quick. $2 grand. Much cheaper than 24 grand it was going to build. In fact, even better. How much of this edge of this field do we not have done? Well, decent amount. I've tried to square this field up on the left, but I think the fall in me suggested doing potatoes inside. I want to use the new Sputnik gear. The newly released Sputnik gear. So whether that's a good idea, I don't know, but it's my idea. Hey Derek, how are you? You're going to need to get this map. We're up in the lower mainland of BC. Well, that wouldn't be too far away now then, would it? Far at all. Going your way to Times Square. Nice. Well, enjoy New York. Give us a wave. Okay, well that's just about that left-hand field. I'm getting pedantic doing these little strips as they will. Okay. Might as well get them all done. Hello, silly. That's a funny way to say it. It's quite a great name. I do like names. How are you doing, silly? Aussie Odd, good afternoon, mate. Britta, what's my favourite crop in FS22? Oof, never really thought of a favourite crop. I don't know if I can pick one. I like the versatility of corn or maize. And the fact that you can dry it, you can... what else can you do? Do lots with it. Send a few samples off to get tested as well. And then we'll be able to carry on. And chop it for silage, harvest it, sell it as it is, you can send it off and get it dried, lots and lots you can do with it. Hello Isaac, how are you? Good to see you. I thought I saw at the start of the stream you weren't able to stay, you had other things to do. Good that you come back. Chilliwack is where Vancouver sends all its smog in the summer. Great place to be then, Derek. Alright, as soon as those soil samples come back, then I'm going to go and set everything up before we carry on. We've got all of the other little fields down. Got that little down over there. Isn't that funny actually? You can send the samples off and it will do all of the pending samples, even if you haven't finished doing your testing. Morning Steve, how are you? You got little Floyd there watching too, is he? He is. Hello Floyd, how are you doing? We're getting into proper farm work very soon. Not that being a responsible farmer and sampling your soil and applying your nutrients and everything else like that isn't being a proper farmer. In his room reading. Right. I'll tell him I said hi anyhow. Alright, we're going to park up here and then we'll come and finish these. We'll go get everything else up and going. Just a minute. I feel like it's not going to actually take too long to close. There. In fact, after last week's live stream, what I've gone and done, I've got the advanced farm manager tool, so I've been able to park anything I don't want to be used. So I've got the couple of trucks, harvesters and all those kind of things, Wather, all out of our tab menu, so we don't go on tabs, which is nice, handy little tool. Right, let's go and get the lime spreader up and going. Show you how that's going to work. And we'll go and get some cultivators out. Any hops on this map? This area was the largest hop growing area in the British Commonwealth in the early 1900s. Unfortunately not, Derek. I haven't actually seen hops in this 22 years as a crop anyhow. So, I have taken the liberty, because I wanted to test, make sure it worked for my sanity. But I've taken the liberty there. I've already stuck some points down the right there. We've got a field entry. We're going to head to a yard lime refill point where we're going to fill up with lime. Let's see if we come around, follow this course around this way. I've given us some triggers for each of the different points. We're going to add a lime one there, seed, fertilizer, and herbicide. And the only downside I did have with this is it didn't like going out of the farm now that I've got this fence up here. See? That menu up. Yeah, we rifle awesome. Now. Yeah. Right. So then we've extended the course and it goes down here into a field entrance point. Then come down here. We've got the field entry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this course. It's going to take a while actually to do the first one. Probably not going to use much lime. Just doing this a little bit, but we'll set it up and it's a little bit of proof of concept. So, course play. There we go. Scan the field, and I see it scanned it with the extension too. A little bit in there we've extended, which is good. Had a field work job. Everything. One headlet pass. Now all we need to do with this sucker. Generate a course in there. Before we start, put those wheels right out nice and white. I don't know if Courseplay will have issues like I do with flipping, but it doesn't. First waypoint. And oops, no, one more thing I need to do. Piece de resistance. Here is to press that Courseplay button. And then I'll pick out here. Idea should be press that go button. Go forward at that point. In fact, I'm going to do that. Go to the refill point first. That's right. The downside, you can't start it out with harsh. Right. Coursplay's on there. Press that. Set it going. We'll ride along here for a little bit. See what happens. We're going to take a wee while to get to a point where it empties down. What's his high back? Nice. Hey Daryl, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Catching good on the break, nice. Live in the area, a grade school classmates family ran a hot farm in Chilliwack. should make a course plan auto drive series on Red River. It's a pretty big map. Here's my problem. It'll take forever to get recorded time. To make sure everything works the way it's meant to. Haven't seen many hop farms in the area. Tim, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Stream's going well so far. Haven't broken anything, crashed anything. Made a fool of myself just yet, so going good. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Cologne, hope you service this weather. Hamilton feel cut off like I'll survive the weather. Yeah, we're all good. I was saying to folks a little bit earlier, my wife spent the night in the airport. She was stuck up there with some work colleagues on Friday night. Managed to drive home yesterday. Bit of an adventure for her. So far so good, Isaac. My alarm went off 40 minutes ago, so haven't had much of a day yet. You always forget to load your course before I start making changes and remember after I spend 10 minutes messing around. Am I going to do any pigs, Tom Thumb? Not in this series. We've got pigs on Hannah, Indiana with the Farmson guy. That's our hog farm. Smash the like button, yes indeed, if you're enjoying things. Don't forget to leave the thumbs up for us, it'd be much appreciated. Alright, we're getting lower. Used almost half of what we've done here. I'm not even going to be able to test it properly. Where's it going to do its first up and down pass from? Right down the other end of the field. We'll get there too. We'll get there. They're almost all taken out when the US breweries went away from real hops, started to come back with craft beer resurgence. British Columbia hop co's near. We've got some good hops growing down in the Mulberry area. Yeah, Esmond district. Good hop. And sub, indeed, brittle fibre. Good cool too. Forget to check you've got the subscription button. Your friends watching too. Well, hello Isaac's friend. See you. Thanks for watching. Always looked interesting seeing them grow. Yeah, they're an interesting crop, interesting thing they grow, isn't it? They grow up on the vines and they come through and harvest them. Right, let's see if we're going to use up all that lime down on this little bottom part of the field. Because I want my course to work. Good. Should have done it over in the other field. Where we actually need to spread some lime, but at least this one is finished, so we can get a tractor over and started working with them. Then maybe we'll go into the fields anyway. Playing series in Bloomfield, Canada right now. It's cool how much this map has similarities to the map you're on. Is that right? Bloomfield. Too much, Tim. That's a mod hub map, isn't it? I do remember it was quite a small one. No, that wasn't even enough. Oh, it's turned around. It didn't have enough on this little piece either. You're sticking just to see if your course works, so I've been trying to get something like this working and you taught me about the course play button. I missed that part. Confident it's going to work, Tim, but I'm going to drag out the drama and suspense for you and make you stay for longer. Just to... Nearest waypoint. Yeah. Yeah, nearest waypoint. Am I going to do tram lines in the field? I hadn't planned on it, Tom Thumb, but we'll see. Come on, use up all that line. 200. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Yes. Right. So now, it's turning and heading towards the field exit. Once it gets to the field exit, I'll bring up, actually, here you go. See? Getting to F135 entry. Gets to there, actually now, so it's going to yard line refill. Get off over that way. Probably have issues with the traffic and possibly my fence and everything because I've got these wheels out nice and wide. So it gets stuck. So close to dodging that fence. There we go. So just have to have that course play button. Course play button ticked in the road drive. Peace. I need to set up a field entrance and exit for this. Now it's just going slowly as it gets around to the trigger. We'll drive off and go and do the next one. And then it should just go round and round and round, do everything until it's done, until it finishes each of the course by courses. So this one's the smallest. There we are. There's no animation on the pins, but you can see lime filling back. That is a very quick demo of how to use course plan auto drive. Kartik. Sorry mate, missed you coming in there. How you doing? Welcome along everyone, nice to have you all here on Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon and evening for the vast majority of you. Can you cross the fence? Oh no! It's good up until then. We put that fence there. I don't know if I'm going to get this turned over, and I don't know if I've got the latest version of Easy Dev where I can use super strength or not. I don't think I do. This might be a little bit of a disaster. It works better on its 5. It does, Scooter. No, I haven't updated Easy Dev. Alright, go this way. Teleport. Teleport to map. Okay, all done. Oh. Oh, it now it thinks it's finished the field too. Well, it does if you look at the map, it has finished. So let's go and set this up on another field. Go and do the ones out the back. If we can get that sorted. Just because I had those wheels out wide and someone built a fence in the wrong spot. Oh, and now I'm spraying. Oh, what am going on? I'm spreading lime everywhere. Alright, so the next part then I'm going to have to do. Need a course. Put the field entrance down here. I need to come. Finish that piece off. Next one. There. There. Boarding. Makes the potholes grow back. That's what we need, more potholes. That back as well. Yeah. There's field entrance point, and what's this field number again? 17. Table F1 3. Around and drive it on the way out. Use the flip field corner here. It's a good choice. Good call, gentlemen. John Deere turtled. Have I met the bottom buttons on your joysticks? On the T6000, 16,000s? No, I haven't really. I mainly just use sticks for their key functions. I mean, I have put some buttons on there, see what they could do, but right, could be used. Still trying to figure out the best way to do something. Right, so now set up a course on this one. Go for it. This should go better. Those last words. Famous. Yeah, that current course. Create a job in this. Good position. There we go. Target position. About as good as anywhere. Play generate. Be able to go. Looking on a funny angle, so all of those points without being too bad. That'll right. Work. Waypoint. Course play button. And there, course plays on. Get stuff turned around. Started. At some stage. There we go. Right, so what are we going to do? We'll leave that one running. Run over by it. Spray it in lime, and we'll go and find another tractor. Mark Thor is here. Hello, Mark Thor. Welcome along, buddy. And closely followed him by Mr. FSG. How are you, buddy? See you. Alright. Good. Reason to that is I drive to New Holland with the speed too long. I'm gonna go put this on the big Augo cultivator. Take that over the road. Set them up over there, and then we'll go and do the next one. So good at removing his turn on and off the record. You not so much. That's because I've made that mistake so many times, Derek, that I've got into a good habit of turning it off. When you used courseplay on Western Aussie 16XA, I ran into the river and used it as a road. I mean, what can you say to that? Oh hey, it's Pro Designer. Pro Designer FSG. At least I don't have to go too far on the roads with this big sucker, but massive. Alright, let's get unfolded. Get up this. Yeah. 5. Those 2 tools. We can do 3 headland passes. Start on our headland. We're going to start on the center because that's what you should do. And then we're going to do up and downs. Skip a row. Could even run it. Yeah. Not going to keep things stupid simple. Keep things simple, stupid. Now, first, drive that down. Put it down there. I could have pressed start, but it would have folded. Frustrates me. downtime you have a site to build. In Yoss's defense, FSG, that's about the third comment he's posted, so I'm assuming he's busy doing something else while he's listening. High expectations. We do have high expectations. Chinook's been up to his tonsils. Most of Auckland's been up to his tonsils. In some areas of Auckland had 300mm of rain, so a foot of rain in 24 hours. You want to have it in context as to how much rain they had. And it sounds like just the stormless since you couldn't cope. Understandably so, I wouldn't cope with that much rain either. MF was talking about the advantages of the door like on that barn in his latest video. It was cool to hear about why they made certain decisions based on the door alone. Yeah, it was interesting, I did see that. He's been big about that door, showing videos about how long it takes to open and things like that. Quite interesting. Alright. AI Worker J has stopped unexpectedly. Ink is empty. Well, let's go and see if AI Worker J is going to drive a fill up. Go J. Got this. Just sent over the Demco from LM. Oh! I could have sworn he was going to go straight into the barn then. Oh, do you know what? I didn't change the field exit. He's going to look at the other field. Operator error. I'll raise my hand. Not going to blame him. It wasn't all on me. There was some clever avoidance though. Very impressed with that. All on me. Not field. So I'm intrigued now whether he's going to pick up that courseplay course. Probably going to go to... I don't know if that's going to work. I don't have an option to press start on it. Wait and see what happens with that one. Whether you can start it around the other way. Cool man, I look forward to having a look at that. Awesome. FSG loved your map view review of Mississippi, not correct spelling map tour. Oh, you panicked that you'd spelled it wrong. Thomas, you spelled it wrong. Purpose. Gotcha. I always get nervous when you're doing something like that, especially a word like Mississippi. Chilliwack. Lots of been so cautious about spelling correctly. Hey Big Sky Farms, how are you? Pleasure to have you here. Mr. Free For All, how are you? So I'm not sure if it's going to restart the course. It has. It's going to its last waypoint. Not quite sure why it backed then. I wonder if that's because I didn't bring the fielding point in. That's right. Each their own. As long as he makes it to the point I want him to be on, it doesn't matter. The gang is all here tonight, Scott. The gang is all here. Beautiful. Yeah. Clockwork. Thing of beauty. The MISSI. It's such a common word to be spelled in game shows. It's always a quiz question. Which is the correct spelling of Mississippi? And then you've got all these variations with different numbers of S's and P's. What seeder should you use on a 45 hectare field that is an EU? Oh, I don't know. I'd probably use something like the beta stat. Or the Pottingers or some of these, or one of those ones. These are big. Something in here, I reckon. What is that? 8 meter wide beta stat. That one there. So that one there takes fertilizer. That's great. Look at that achievement unlocked. I read Shakespeare and stuff. See? I am a clever cookie. Pozox, 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you very, very much. Whitney, Aussie, Farmer Taz, Christian, and Farming. All receiving memberships here. Thank you very much, Pozox. That's very generous of you, mate. Whitney, it would be nice if the worker had the option to pull lime seeds and fertilizer from storage like they do for the newer slurry. Like I'm doing with the course plan auto drive now, Whitney, or can is that not a setting in the game? You've got AI worker refill seeds and fertilizer, it's just the lime you can't. Alright, happy days. Making miles over the S though. To avoid the spelling short and missing. Be like calling New Zealand New Z. New Zealand? Hey, Kigarino, how are you, mate? Great to have you here. Hope you are well, man. Hope you are well. Right, let's go and see if we can get this one to start on the right side. Now I'm hoping if I go all the way down to the bottom corner over here to press start, it'll start on and down. That's the hope, the dream. If win the dream. Wait, it's not pronounced like that. Yazalan? Apparently not. Apparently not. Like calling Hamilton the Tron. What's the Tron though? City of the future. Palmy North being Palmy. Lots of different. Right. Here we go. First waypoint. Right. Working with 10 meters. 3 headlands. Start work on up. Do 1 skip row up and down. Right. Hopefully we'll see the start pop up over. Nope. Just going to drive to the other side of the field and see if I can get it to work then. Never figure out how to... Someone needs to write some text for the website. I can take a look at that a little bit later on. Gosh. Yeah. We can do that. Right, let's see. This one. Should have all the settings still. Let's see. Starting over there. Right, we're going to do up and down. Zero's north, so I think we can be on. No. Why course? But I want to start on this side of the field. Well, I think we're going to wait till the lime spread is finished, because it's just frustrating. I've tried doing this so many times, getting it to specify where it should start. It often depends on where it's going to go around. I wonder if I do it back here, over in the field. There's that little kink. But it often depends on where the headland, where it overlaps and changes the headland passes. Because set up here, it would go around once, would overlap, come around, come around. Makes sense. Right. Back to what we know. Wait for the spreader to finish. Just in case. Still go. Let's let the lime spreader do its thing. It's hitting it. Refill again. Shouldn't be too far away. Shouldn't be too far away. And right along. These guys are just about. This guy's finished too. Doing a good job though. Making the field very long. Let's have a look at our precision farming. Oh, I never finished doing those times. Don't do that. That can be a task. And of course I don't have the Kubota. Kubota was parked. There. Vehicle. Carry on. Alright, back to what you guys are talking about, not what I'm gibbering on about. "52 watching, only 23 likes. Time to share the love." Thank you very much, Thomas, indeed. You've dropped the thumbs up there for me. You've much appreciated. You're responsible for 2 of those likes. Doubling down, Steve. I love it. Love it. Nice for the former feature that you could give Courseplay a start point. Would return. I think isn't the target the start point? If you put the field target in, you specify the field and then you say the target. Pretty sure that's the start point. Three ram raids overnight in your neck of the woods. It's ridiculous. You're stupid. Need a few of those cedars. Well, you either need a few of them brittle or it just takes a bit longer to seed the field. Fun. Depends how long you want to spend doing it. That's all. Alright, let's head on down the road. Send those ones off to tested. And we'll go down and do the field down the road. You wish you could say, Farmer, what are you doing? Legion, how are you, buddy? Or are you having your own chats in chat, Farmer? One from you, one from... There we go. That's quite step. Had some food, back to snow shoveling, have fun. Sounds like you are, Derek. Enjoy, buddy. Enjoy. It's our favourite former police officer, now a case parts dealer, Mr. Rusty Money Gaming. Good morning to you, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. I did tune in for a few minutes just before I went live. It's all that big, fat, red John Deere with those tyres that are, well, pretty wide. Pretty big tyres. Love it. How many hectares is my farm, Brittle? I don't actually know how many hectares we're farming at the moment. Tell you how you can figure it out. Do some quick maths. 7, 14, 23, we'll add that up to be 24, up again, 25, 33, 33, 38, 48, 53, 61, about 70 hectares, all those fields. There or thereabouts. This field's nice, I like this one. Come on, really good. I just need to spend some time landscaping it back to the farm. Making it look good that way. I'm going to be just not far over, get it covered. Peter Sullivan, hi all, first time on since Silverrun update and has bricked it for me. Safe game with no mods and can't switch between truck and trailer and can't load from silo production. Any suggestions? Oh, Peter. What do you play on? Are you PC or console player? I can't say I have heard of anyone having issues quite that severe, but there may be others in the chat can help out. All good, so spent the afternoon clearing drains. That's like you live in the dream. You know what I did yesterday? I was a professional stretcher bearer. Our one professional football club in New Zealand was playing in our hometown, and they had, so the football club my boys play for, they had a training camp the last couple of days. They're affiliated with the Wellington Phoenix, the professional club. They're a pre-academy training centre, and as part of that they ran basically a 3-day training camp, which ended in a matchday experience for the kids. So on Friday they got to go to the, well, it was an open training session, anyone could go, but before everyone else could go out and meet the players and signatures, our players were allowed out. Had a photo taken with the whole squad in the front of the goal with Phoenix players, which was cool, and then got signatures and all that sort of thing. And then yesterday, for the game, they were all involved in some way. So my oldest son was a ball boy, my youngest son was a player mascot, so they walked out of the tunnel with them before the game, stood in front of them, did all that thing, and then some of the other kids were in guard of honour, so they hold flags and walk out the tunnel. And then one of the players, who's a huge fan, she got to do the coin toss. Pretty cool. And I was a stretcher bearer, so we sat on the sideline. Best part, didn't have to do anything, just got free food and drink and got to sit on the sideline 5 metres away from the pitch and watch the game. It was pretty good. Very cool, fun. So I'm now putting professional stretcher bearer on my resume. Anyone asked? You had a good stream, Rusty. Even a surprise appearance today by Austin Farmer. Nice. Gosh. Get all the big names in your stream, Rusty, eh? Peter Sullivan, PC with gamepad controls. Yeah. Are you a Steam? If you're on Steam, my first suggestion, if you haven't tried, is to go through and verify your game files and see if that helps. If that doesn't help, And I can't think off the top of my head what else to suggest, but that would be my first point of call. Go and verify your game files, make sure everything's installed properly. If you have the Giants version, I think if you hold down Shift and left click when you start the game, it brings up an option to verify game files or quickly install or something like that. If you're listening to my last stream as you drove down from the airport last night, everyone should try doing that at least once. You can tell a good stream of what they say and how they describe. Are you saying it might not be a good example to listen to, Legion, or a bad one? I missed a bit. Where did I miss a bit? I think that will feel pretty well. No, I don't think I missed a bit, did I? You missed bits there. It was fun, yours. Oh. Hello Daniel, welcome along. I have to get me a special outfit. Yes, using Steam. So there you go, go into Steam, right click on the game file to verify and install. See how it goes. Gosh, look at our money is dropping drastically. Okay, we're going to afford this feedlot at the moment. Right, lime spread is just about done. Good, that system's worked and carried on going. Go and put the color away. Oh, it's going to do the same. No, I didn't allow that. Never going to do that. Motive. Oh, 4440. Right. Happy days. Right, let's go and see you back. New Holland up and going. No matter who it is, Argsy, nice to see the community being so supportive of so many different people. It's great, isn't it? So good. Is there a way of skipping the whole soil sampling thing because it's very dull doing it? There's two ways to do it farming. I've got a mod installed where you can purchase the soil information, but it costs quite a bit. The other way is if you go into the console and type in PF, I think it is. That's all the precision farming cheat codes. So you prepare field, reduce, cover, uncover all. That will uncover all the precision farming. And then I think you can uncover field and you can type in a field number. So if I wanted to do, let's say, third actually. Look at random field, we don't. 184. We do PF14. Famous last words. Gonna crash my game. Here we go. Uncovered. So you can go through and just type in your own field number. Uncovered that one. But just a tip for anyone with the console, if you want to find everything, the GS are the most of the standard ones, and you just go and type GS, just tabs, find them, or precision farming is PF. Console command. Command. That would be the easiest way to do it. If you don't mind. Right. Are we lined? Running the last pass now. So I think safely first waypoint. And we're going to shift the lime spread over next down over there. Need a Florence Nightingale outfit. 7 hectares is almost one field on Red River. Yes, that's a big map, Brittle. Big map. Mine's very good to listen. I'm just whining. Yeah, get it done automatically for a price. That's what we've gone through and looked at. Hey, Yarn, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Always good to say hello on a Rusty. Always getting a warm welcome. Some people can learn from that. FSG's left. Yes. I don't know if he's here at the moment. They might not have read that and got your hint. Alright, live spreader is complete. First walls are wallpaper free. Solid. Good job. Alright, now we're going to have to see if we're going to have those same issues with this thing tipping over like we did before. I might have to demolish that fence. Change my course now. Going down to the field. Need to figure it out. Hey. We do. Oh. They were going to do some crazy stuff and go underneath it here for a minute. Patience, young Padawan. Patience. Right. Come down to here. I think I'll just cut across the grass into this field. Yeah. But water. Yeah. And we are in field number 134133. So F143. Entree, field 143 entree. Trust. Yes. CBW, how are you? Good to see you here. Someone's having a nervous breakdown at the prospect. What, that hoax map? Oh, you're just having a prospect of doing all the oaks map for the residual farm. That's it. Right, do the reverse to get an exit out of the field. Right about. Oh. Yeah. Right, that should be good to go. So we'll cut this off. What happens? Bruce is here too. Good afternoon, Bruce. Nice to welcome you in. Everyone's saying hello. Very nice. So, courseplay. Yeah, the course. Is there any way? Can tell me? Is there a way to clear? No way to clear that, is there? Anyway, I've already found. Yeah. Oh, and then someone said if I click on the course, it brings that straight up. So the target spot. Right. Remember who told me that? Yeah. I think everything looks good on that. We've obviously got a much bigger field to do this time. 10. Run, but jump in there. At got our course play turned off. That will change our fielding. Play button. First. Underway. See what happens. As we'll ride along here, just as other mate next door's finishing off. Probably have some corners we might go and tidy up before we leave that one there. And then over in the distance, yes, we can see some nice stripes appearing in the field. Everything's going as I'd want it to. We've rolled that one so many times until you saw me stretch the axe. It's been on its back once today, Bjorn, but that was horseplay or auto drive, not me. Can drop out a chat and it'll be Stozzy for a while. Keep watching the stream. All good, Steve. Good shout, actually. Good time to shout out the two servers. West Aussie 16x going great guns there with getting more product and cropping that into bins and working the way up to the 10 million litre target. And the oaks, which is a little bit more of a obviously a smaller map, a little bit more friendly with some of those bits and pieces, but certainly worth going both of them. Here we go, empty, and now I'm going to head on down. I'm going to ride along. I want to see how it gates rifle. Need to do some fencing. Yeah, if anyone's interested in jumping in and playing on either of those servers, make sure you're in Discord, Discord will get you that invite, and it should be fixed now and working. It wasn't working the other day. Go and download the mods and come and have a play. Streaming West Aussie again on Wednesday night, and you never know, we might pop up on the Oak on a Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon. 10 million litres of sugarcane. We haven't set sugarcane as a target for it all. It was 10 million litres of everything that the silo was the start point. Oh. That was close. Can do it again. Wow. That was some pretty impressive stunt driving. And it causes problems getting in here past the gate. Ah. Saw it coming. Just go over the sign. No, go over it. Right. Can't go through it, go over it. Yeah, so it was just the crops that the silo held, which were the base sort of crops. Corn, wheat, barley, oats, sorghum, whatever else there is, soybeans, canola, those things. And then we stretched it to 10 million litres of straw, which was actually the easiest one, so that's fun. And cotton. And I have suggested sugar beets and potatoes, but that might be a long-term goal once the other ones are done. I'm doing good, CBW. Doing well, thank you. Driving like you, Keegs. I did see your little short, Keegs, with the fence on a fence. That was quite funny. Quite funny. We're going to run out of money, actually. Take out a loan. Fine. See how this gets going back to the field. Oh, I didn't widen the axles quite as much. What I need to do. That's my problem. 200%. Oh, that. Yeah, fence on a fence. Alright, well, we'll have to keep an eye on those power poles. But everything else is working. Oh, there's our versatile over there. Finished but not finished. Can't get to the last corner. So close. There's 2 more waypoints to do. That one and that one. Right. Stop that. What do you? Here, I think. FSG would love to help with 10 million potatoes and beets. Oh, he'll be there. Oh, no doubt about it. He'll be the first person to fight for us. Can't leave until they're done. Like an eternal hell. He hasn't actually done too badly on the corners. I did try and round them out with ploughing, increasing the field size. That's not so happy. We'll have the same issue when we come through and plant a few things. I'm not going to be too precious about the compost. Argsy Knievel. Horseplay Knievel. Or was it auto drive? No, it was auto drive Knievel. These bits down the other end. It looks like it's only in this corner. Good. Now, of course, that spreader should get a bit further than it did because it came over with only a quarter of a tank or a hopper. That's why it didn't go quite as far. Good. What are we? An hour in. We're well into our liming. We've made decent traction here. Cultivating. We should be all good. Should be all good. Now what I might do, I know I'd love to keep on doing these up and down rows first, but seeing this tractor's free, I think we're going to park him down here and get him started and work on headlands first. Is this multiplayer? Heard something about joining while doing other stuff. I even dignify that with a response. However, this is not multiplayer, but the Oaks in Western Australia are. Options to suit all types. Okay, just, go start around with other, but a bit easier for it to do it. Change in headland. Right, do that, do that, and of course, I love that new button that I've only just worked on. Start work on the headland. That looks pretty good to me. Let's go here. First waypoint. Go. Press go and get going. It's your birthday tomorrow, so we're having takeaway curry and custom cake, maybe farming themed. Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Keeks. Very awesome. They should make so you get more money from organic crops and precision farming. Yeah, that'd be a good addition, Brittle. I agree, we've discussed that a number of times actually. If you use slurry or digestate or manure or something like that as your fertilizers rather than all the expensive stuff. Oh, he's empty. Haha. One more teamwork. But yeah, that would be cool. Something addition. I really want them to add more fertilizer options so you can actually have your different types of fertilizer that do different things for different crops or different blends or that sort of stuff. Did a pretty good job on these corners, making them pretty smooth. Much of a split there. Alright, let's go check out how this guy's done. This is one up. 7 miles per hour. Good speed to be doing some work at. Cruise control up. We need to, but. Also kind of strange about meeting a potential girlfriend today. She's coming to my house. Lol, I don't know what I'm doing. YOLO. You've got it there in one little abbreviation. YOLO. Good on you, man. Happy for you. Hope it all works out. Looking forward to getting back into the logging league next week. Is all the plan. We should, if everything goes well. I'm going to put out some calls for registrations, but we're going to start out with our first official league week next week. It's a bit of a whirlwind getting into there. But hey, let's just dive in and keep some momentum going. So if you're interested in playing, there is a Discord invite actually. Chat. If you haven't joined the logging league Discord, yeah. Okay, that's the logging front. Here we go. Not enough money. Bollocks. Right. Lost my train of thought then. We were buying more lime and we ran out of money. So, add to our 700k debt and carry on going that way. We do have, as much as I say debt, we've got almost $500,000 worth of crops sitting in there. So we're not completely broke. No, stop. You're back underway. You have to go and do the same thing over the road. Eureka, actually, hey, I didn't even pay attention, but slowing it down on the corners, it got him past the sign. That's got to be what fixed it. That's the only way it can have got in there without me changing anything else. It has to be that speed, corner speed. It has to be. You're not allowed to create a link. What do you mean? You must be your own mod. You'll definitely be joining Kegs. Nice, mate. It'd be good to have you back. We're gonna have to have a chat to you too. We want to try and, if you're streaming, or we're gonna try and get some other people who are prepared to. Maybe not this week, but across the course of it, we're gonna try and introduce some, not so much interviews and that sort of thing, but we'd love to have your camera just to jump to just briefly, just to show people what you do to control the equipment you're driving. That's that at some stage as well. Not just you, but plenty of others, but I think yours is a pretty unique situation. And it's cool to be able to tell Kermit about it too. If it's Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, I'll be there. Those are your days off. So it'll be Sunday morning. It'll be 40 minutes from now, 9 AM New Zealand time. We're going to be starting next week. So it'll be Sunday morning. So wherever you are now, in 40 minutes time, in a week, 7 days and 40 minutes will be the start of the logging week. That would be so good. Appreciate the chat. It's all good, mate. All good. Looking forward to seeing your little video you're going to make too. Come up with. Alright, we're back in the money. We're back moving. Let's jump back over here. In fact, I want to see what happens when we go around this little bit of the ditch up here. The bushes that we left in. company official farm sim channel sub to you. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, let's try and get you on. Let's try and get you on the farm sim music thing. Community spotlight. Alright, this is a good job so far. This is going to be an interesting turn here to see what happens. I'm actually surprised. That's probably why. I'm surprised the courseplay could detect that. It's actually quite a narrow little section, but I think it's detected it a little bit further back. I have to paint out a little bit of the field either side to grow the field just a little bit there. We can sort that out later. Validated save game on a new Elm Creek save harvester works, but tractors no better can switch between front and rear tools, but not to tractor. Was editing a mod earlier, not in mod folder now. I've seen the fake 23 trailers I have. Haven't even given them the time to watch Riddle. That's your plan, only 2 subs from 400. Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't sub to Kigarino, go and check out his channel. Send you there. Go and drop him a sub. I haven't seen you live streaming for a wee while, Kig. Still doing live streaming? Oh, Yoss has got me. There we go. Thanks, Yoss. Got you to do it. Because you can. You can do invites out of, I see what you're saying about invites. You can create an invite in, out of the Discord. Try to be useful. Appreciate you, mate. Catch you Wednesday night off now. Have a great week. Yeah, you too, Thomas. Definitely catch you Wednesday night. If you can join. Have you in the server. Try to be useful. Casey does an amazing job. He does CBW. I agree. I absolutely agree. It's inspirational to see someone doing what he does. Cool. And Zach, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for sharing the little video. You're doing some baling in Discord. Interesting to see. Love the 4K honestly you got. That's pretty cool. Marketing decision, never operation. Streaming's a bit tricky with trying to get 5 daily videos. It's balance, isn't it? Balance between doing everything. Here we go. Do we get you over 400 subs, Keeks? Hope so. Hope so. Alright. Well, this is all going smoothly. Hopefully showed you all how to be able to set up a courseplay auto drive course. We can do some spreading and that at the same time. Why is it every time I want to take a screenshot they run out of line? Every time. Well, every time, that's twice, but every time. How long is this course going to take? An hour and 11 minutes to do this field. Gosh. A bit longer than I thought. How's the other tractor going? They have got... Still got 35 minutes left in this one. Alright. Well, everything's running on course. What am I meant to be doing? Speaking of screenshots, shh. In my defense, Legion, in my defense, yesterday morning we were going to record the video with Mr. Argsy because the boys were all out at their football holiday program. We were going to have the house nice and quiet. We could do it, take our time, not have to worry about boys and all that sort of thing around. And then she got stuck in an airport in Auckland and didn't get home until 6 o'clock last night. But yes, I know it's proving difficult, but we will get it done. I haven't forgotten. Kartik. No, she wasn't here. Oh, I can't even. Can't even. Oh, that's hilarious. The old airport story. You didn't hear the story, did you, Kartik? You joined a bit late. So I told everyone at the start, so my wife went to Auckland on Thursday for work, staying overnight. She's coming back on Friday. Auckland's been hit by, you know, record rainfall, 300 mils or a foot of rain in 24 hours, and flooding everywhere. Her flights all got cancelled. A landing plane hit some runway lights, so the runway was closed for 90 minutes. So planes couldn't get in. Then it started flooding at the airport. The international terminal at Auckland Airport had half a foot of water through a lot of it. Like people were in immigration and that, or security, and there was water flowing through the terminal. So she ended up, they couldn't get out of the airport. The airport roads were all flooded, so taxis, buses, nothing could get in there. There was no rental cars, couldn't get out. All the airports around the airport, all the hotels around the airport were full. So she ended up sleeping on the floor in the Koru lounge, so the Air New Zealand lounge, until 5 AM in the morning, when the airport company decided the roads were open so people could get out. So they actually kicked everyone out of the terminal at 5 o'clock in the morning. She managed to find someone she knew was staying in one of the hotels. She had 3 other people there who she was working with, but they were all together, so she wasn't on her own. But they ended up bunking down in this hotel room with 5 of them in one room. Her boss, who lives in Auckland, went and picked up a fleet car from their work and drove it to the airport, and they ended up spending 7 hours in a car yesterday afternoon driving home, because they were worried their flights that they were booked on yesterday would be delayed or cancelled. So there you go. That's the story. That's why she wasn't here yesterday morning to film our screenshot competition winners judging. Such a love story. Actually, Chinook offered her a room, so thank you, Chinook. Appreciate it, mate. It's funny actually, because then she posted about it on Facebook, and within, she had all these people we knew in Auckland. They're like, you should have got in touch. You could have come and stayed at our place. One of our mates is in the Air Force, and he's like, I've got security clearance. I could have come and picked you up. They wouldn't stop me. Bit of an adventure. Hello, Emil. How's the stream so far? Stream's been going good. You know, Courseplay doing everything at the moment, so it's pretty much just leave it to its things. Can we play multiplayer sometimes, Argsy? Brittle, I'll be back on, definitely 100% be on the server on Wednesday night. The same time as for my West Aussie stream. So that's the one time of the week I can be 100% guaranteed drop onto the server for a couple of hours. And other times, spending trying to edit videos or record videos, sort out other things. Got a lot to do this week. Things up and running for the logging. Air Force and airports have different security clearance. I don't know what his clearance was. I think he was more saying he'd be able to get through any roadblocks if they were stopping people going somewhere. Anyhow. You too, Kegs. Nice to see you, mate. Good to have you here. Hopefully we managed to get you a few more subs out of the community. Get you over that 400. Yeah, definitely catch you next time. Hopefully, I'll see you next week as well for the Logging League. Looking forward to it. It'll be fun. I didn't actually change my G Portal Logging League night body, did I? Silly, I turned off the Thrustmaster one, but then I left G Portal, the official server partners for the Logging League, which they are, and it's a pleasure to have them here. But I'm also an official G Portal partner. You can get all your if you want to get a multiplayer server set up, then go through the link and do that. Lots of partners coming on board in the farming sim community. I think there's going to be total domination from G Portal. Pretty cool. It's a great group to be a part of. There you go. There's the correct one. Well, nice to have so many of you in here tonight. What are we sitting on? Just under 60 viewers, 61 likes. Awesome to have you all here. Huge thanks earlier to Hozox and Bearsden Gaming for the gifted memberships. Very generous of you all. Nice to have all you members here. Well, this is all. I don't know what to do. Kind of a little bit lost. Sitting here talking, really, aren't we? All running. Everything else is doing its thing. Lime spreaders getting through their jobs. Oh, there's my screenshot. Watch this run out of lime. Mr. Freeman, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. I'm running out of lime. I jinxed it. Right. We could just be going around doing screenshots of all the equipment. Some interesting angles. Could even record an episode. Do a montage. Actually, why don't we do that? Let's do a live stream montage. I'll put together a little video or something for like a little 1 minute video. Be short. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram or something. Recorded live. Bit of a behind the scenes of how we record. What we do to put together montage. How are you, Jeremy? Good to have you here, buddy. Nice to see you. How's that little one of yours? They must be getting a bit older now. Not waking up at stupid o'clock for nappy changes. Creative angles. Clever little pans. You can do so much of these in just one pass, depending how you set up. A little bit wider. Quite like the ones when we get right in here and you can actually get the equipment. Do it on this side for this one because the light's all over here. Got the sun on the equipment, it's a lot brighter. If you did it on the other side, it's too dark. Come right over here and capture everything. And Courseplay's good because obviously you can jump out and do some flying past ones, things like that. Different perspectives. I've got flight mode on. What's the silly thing with this is I'm going to have my overlay and everything on it. It's alright. How far are they going to back up? Be interesting to watch. See how far they go backwards. Oh, not too far. If I framed everything right, we can do it as before. Out of it. Cool, birdie. How many cows have I got? I think we're sitting at 200 at the moment, Brittle. So we haven't really done anything with the cows. That's kind of the irony of this is we're meant to be cattle farmers and we haven't actually spent a whole lot of time doing anything with the cows. But they're there doing their thing. We've kind of been doing everything to prepare for them and get the feedlot built. But we'll get that sorted soon. Have a big delivery, I think, of cattle coming in at some stage. weekend, we're going to get things really ramped up. Can't wait for me to start feeding them. We live stream. What are we doing this live stream? Feeding animals. What are we doing next week? Feeding animals. Another day? No, we're still feeding them from the same day. Hello, Fisher J. How are you? Nice to have you here. Hope you're having a good weekend. Must be stressful to feed them. Well, here's the funny thing, actually, because at the moment, they don't actually have any arable grass. What? Look at that slurry. I didn't realise we had. So that's interesting. So these ones, got the allow overcrowding. Which one's that? Let's go have a look. Which one is that? Tagged it, but it's not actually showing up. Funny, actually, that. Oh, that's have I not got these ones up here? Let's go and visit them. Because I've planted the pasture grass in, so they're still grazing off the grass here. They haven't eaten it all. But if we go to the other ones, like on here, these guys apparently have eaten it all. I don't know what this one's doing. You right in there, Bessie? Because I'm not looking after them. They're doing stupid things. So these ones here have eaten all their grass. Last time I was in here, we still had some capacity, but that's using the grass grazing. But unfortunately, they're still healthy, but they'll drop their health if they don't have food. We might actually have to get in some. In fact, let's go and have a look. Over here. Go to the back to where I need it to be able to actually do something. Turn that on. Ground. And have a look. Let's go and see if we can do a mix with the feed mixer, and we'll go and feed them and see how far it goes. Go and do the ones nearest to us. Where's my feed mixer? Down behind there and behind the truck. Let's see if I can get through this gap without hitting anything. Close. I think we might have collected a hub. Oh. Then the other side. I don't know why I thought it was through from that angle, but anyhow. I'm going to make a mix and see what happens. Doing okay, slowly going insane, wondering how I'm going to survive at least 6 months not working, already struggling playing games. I've been off for 2 months. How's it? What did you do yourself, Fisher? I don't know if I've caught up on this. Right, so if we jump in here, we've got maize plus. You can see the mixing ratio for this, but I think if we hop out, doesn't it tell us the mixing ratio? Go and stand next to it. Depends which recipe we've got, so we only need to put the minimums in. Anything with a minimum on it in. So knowledge and hay is all we need. We can put some straw in up to 30%. We can put some mineral feed in. I think. Let us just go and get some silage first. Because I haven't actually tried out any of this. Gonna have a look. But we are gonna have to get a bigger mixing tank, so I think I can even fill up out of this. I can't even get in underneath here, really? There's a trigger on it. I'm just not close enough. That's the issue. I need to be closer. Is there a collision on it? Let's see. There is a collision on it. Well, that ain't going to work either, is it? Got knocked over by a forklift and my foot went under the chassis and had 6 crushed. Oh gosh, mate. Sorry to hear that. 3 requiring fusing. Ouch. Right, that does not sound like much fun at all. I wonder if we're going to have to buy a conveyor for this. I'm going to go and try something else, if we can at least load it into the front loader. Quite orthodox, but let's see. I'll put that under there, will it fill? Cool. There's our trigger, so at least we know that that's going to come up with a better solution for it, that's all. It's 1500 litres at a time doing this. Not fun. Oh, and this mixer doesn't take maize silage, really? Oh, rubbish. Well, that's not much good, is it? Okay. More research necessary. So this one doesn't take maize, it takes chaff. So is there other mixers do take it? How do you do this for Maize Plus? Not an option to customize it, no. Go across the bottom. There's maize silage. Says it should take it. Why can I not put it in there? Alright. Oh, guess we're not doing that. Press Y. I was just trying to tip this in. Do I have to change something with the mix or something for it? I think customize. I'll be figuring this one out. Possible inputs: mineral feed, straw, whole crop, hay. There must be something to do with the recipe, is it? I don't know how I changed the recipe. That is going to require some research. Will only take whole crop silage. Yeah, I saw that, but I would have thought I could change it to be able to do that. It could. Must be something with the recipe. We'll figure it out. That's why I've given up on Maize Plus. Did you actually start using Maize Plus FSD? Maize Plus on live streams. Oh, mate's on headlands. Perfect. Perfect. Coming over here. We're still going. It's good. In fact, let's watch this, see what happens at the sign. I reckon because I slowed the corner speed down, it's going to turn in and not crash. Have to change the recipe, Whitney. Yeah, so how do I do that? That's how it got past the sign. Evil Knievel styles. So actually, is there options in my key bind? Is there Maize Plus commands added in under here? Display status, display radius. That's all I've got there. Y and U. Okay. I'll have another look. Hook it up. I have to change to press Y, so I have to press it when I'm hooked up to it, do I? You did say press Y, Brittle. Using Maize Plus on your single player. Hook up the trailer, I think it's left trigger. Okay, go back to this thing. Bring that up. So mixing ratio, current recipe standard. Here we go. Realistic. Beef cattle, young stock. There we go. So Y, you can change 3 different mixes. Pig food. Alright, standard. Alright. So anything though, so we still just need silage and hay for this though, don't we? And there's straw. Straw's an option one under there. Right. Yeah, I wonder if that's why it wouldn't fill before in the trigger, because it was maize silage and it doesn't take maize silage in the mix. Try that again. Yes. Thank you, Brittle Fiber. I should have listened to you first. You're pressing Y. I didn't realise how to be hooked up. CFSG, it's easy. I don't know what you're complaining about. Look at that mix though. Look at those options of things you can put in. Right, let's see. Work now. Oh, we're close. No, still not in the trigger though. That's a little bit annoying. There'd be very few mixing wagons that would get in underneath that, I must admit. That's a little bit annoying with that one. The only solution I could do would be to lower the ground and have it so you drove it underneath. Yeah, let's go and get some straw and hay out and see what that does. A nice little selection here, so let's get 1, 2, 4 on that one. Fail. This side. Spawn our hay, let's get 2 of those. Happy days. Right, next option. Am I using production revamp? I've got the advanced production one, like where you can increase the capacity. Is that a different one? Production revamp, Legion? It's not at all orthodox, but it works. It works, we're doing it. Hayes now. Ah, it's trying to put it in the trigger, that's right. Thought it was putting it in the auto load. It's alright, they'll disappear. They're going into the mix though, that's the important thing. But is my straw bale going to try and auto load into the auto load? That is the next question. Or is it going to go into the mixer? I think it's going to try and auto load here, isn't it? Oh no, there we go. Leave it there. So alfalfa hay, we could have gone to 100% hay. Alfalfa hay. So our mixing ratio, everything's... our straw's too high, isn't it? We need silage. Have a look. Oh, it was causing a lot of tree flickering on the oaks. I haven't noticed the trees flickering a bit, are they? I had that, actually I've been having a look at UMRV and had a few issues with some flickery trees. We park that right there. We don't have quite as far to go to get everything opened up. Not ideal, but it'll work. Should add apple and pear orchards. You know what I should have on here is some maple syrup production. Hey Zach, how are you? Mr. Stay Drunk, hello, welcome mate. Love that you're filling the feeder and then you're holding cruisers past in the field working away. Love it, eh? It's like when the lime spreader comes cruising in and refills and does everything. Love that with love that when you're using course play and everything like that. How is it going up? What are you doing down here, dude? Well, everything was going well. What's happened to you? You got incredibly confused on what you're meant to be doing. Shuffling done. Maple syrup's the East Coast, not BC. Whoops. Thank you, Derek. I'll get in trouble for that. Well, considering we've done every field with lime pretty much today, and that was the only one that we've had a hiccup with, I'm not going to complain too much. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Got that still turned on. Good. Might be enough to finish. Let's see. Right. Let's get to park vehicle still. Couldn't get to it. You can't reverse in farming sim, Zach. Practice, mate. Practice, practice, practice. The straw's sitting at 28 at the moment. It needs to be 20% maximum. I need to put a little bit. When I say a little bit, we need to put a lot of silage in. Some people go straight drive. Some people can't drive straight ahead, so I wouldn't be too worried. Good point too. Good point too. Now my question is, are we going to get enough maize in here to drop our straw level down enough? I'm not sure if we are. Is 2,000 litres going to be enough? It's another 10%. Might be. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, I don't think we're going to get our straw underneath the limit. No, it's not going to work with this, is it? Right, lesson learned. I think I'm going to have to put the maize and everything else in first, and the straw goes in last. Add things out. Or I just don't put the whole straw bale in. Oh no. Or I've got too much hay in. Okay, that's not ideal either. Rookie hero. Hey Martin, how are you? Good to see you, mate. So now we've got 1,000 litres of cider. Oh, that's the 22,000 litres, and it's just what hung up as hay at the moment. What happens if I do this? Now it's all just silage. I'm going to spit it all out as silage, but now it's straw. Let's see if we just top it up with silage, what's going to happen. Or is it just spit it out, or spat out all the silage once it's got in it? This is turning into a nightmare. Silage, 33, 33, 33. Bug. You do need to get the mix just right. I thought a bale would have been okay. I think we're not gonna fix it with straw, is it? Oh, I've got lots of silage here. Silage on the ground. Let's see. Top this up and stuff. Catch you later, Brittle. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And thanks for joining in on the multiplayer server on West Aussie as well. Pleasure to have you there, mate. Definitely catch up again. Drop each one in turn. Yeah, how it does it. I'm just going to tidy this up and then we'll worry about it later. This is a... need to test more. Because it's funny how it's only now got 4,000 litres of hay in it when I put 2 bales in. Oh, you can't go back at all, it doesn't reverse. Oh, it's not that you can't reverse, it's just your game won't let you reverse. Have a check your keybinds out. Back. Tank is empty. I wonder how close our fertilizer spreader is to getting finished. Yeah, but you can still bind your controller keybinds, Zach, so go into your settings, go all the way down to the bottom. If you look at your keybinds and your gamepad controls, you want to come down to vehicle and you want to have a look what your brake button is. See if that's got something next to it. Well, this hasn't worked out how I thought it would. But at least I did it on a live stream and had you guys here to help me to point me in the right direction for how to fix the mix. Now it's just going to be a case of trying to get the mix correct. Oh look, at straw's so close. Must be... oh, but the hay's gone down too low. And the straw hasn't gone down at all. I know hay's a minimum. Actually, if I get a little bit more silage, if I get that topped up, it might just about be right. This is going to be incredibly close. It just needs to drop it 0.5% on the straw. The straw needs to get under the 4,000 litres, I think. I've got... I need grass silage. I don't know. Ah, Mr. Big Rig Frosty, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Welcome in. I need grass silage, do I? What's the second one down on that? Is that grass silage? Minimums. Maize silage, minimum 10. Grass, oh, I need grass silage. I can see Kartik, minimum 10. I can see it down the bottom now. Maize silage, 10%. Grass silage, 10%. So hay and straw aren't actually a requirement. They're one's 0 minimum. Oh well, we'll be fixing that later. We'll sort that out. Let's go and watch the tractor. Oh, look at that. Lime spreader. Doing its thing. How to distract someone. Ooh, look at that. You know, when you're trying to steal food from your kids or something like that. Let's look the other way, son. Oh, it's easy to learn that way, Kartik. I could have sat there for hours trying to figure that out for myself. You guys can hop in and point me in the right direction pretty quickly. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to bother tidying corners up because this one's going to become feedless. Don't need to be too precious with that. What I am going to do is have across this other girl here. A little bit of switch through. And that on there. I'm going to send them back going the other way, back on their course. Because if we do that, we can bring the other tractor over and do the last little bit. Nearest waypoint. That should carry on that way. We'll go over and do that. It is 9 AM though, and then have to think about parking tractor up a little bit. Let's try and get at least that line finished. How much longer was there on the 4th? In fact, the line must be incredibly close to being done. Looking at where they're driving to. We haven't lined the field down the corner. You've given up for this evening, Peter. I'm sure it'll be something. Why did that? Different textures. Oh, it has cultivated. It's just going to the double cultivation. Squirrel. That's a Kartik. Oh, look, squirrel. You had fun mixing on Ashton. This looks even more confusing. We'll get our head around it, Frosty. We'll get our head around it. Nothing to see here. Exactly. That's it. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along as you were. We're going to have a real patchwork of field textures in this one. Right. It's a GPS on. This is the first real time I've driven a tractor all stream. Apart from doing a few soil samples, really. And you've all stayed here for it. There you go. Can't be all bad. Nothing to read here. Nothing anywhere. Everyone's all turning a blind eye to everything. Hey Diane, how are you? Good to see you. Hello Zach's dad, Brandon. Because I think then, well, if we can't do grass silage, like you say, maybe we do have to buy some bales in, or we're going to have to think about doing some grass silage at some stage. I haven't even got any grass planted, I've plowed it all up. Go figure. Slow down. Alright, well there we are. Happens to the best of us, folks. We're not all perfect, even though you think we might be. Could always make my own mix in the XML. That's true, Kartik, I could as well. Because the interesting thing is, when you look at the animals, it doesn't actually change what they get. It's just a mix. So, it doesn't even matter what you give them. As long as it's an animal food. But see, that's just grass, but the grass grazing has given a bit of a... Looking forward to getting some milk out of these girls though. Be good. You're playing SnowRunner, Diane. Very hard to figure out because I haven't. One thing. It's a game I have not played. Steaks with the Angus. Like a good Angus steak is there. Got a steakhouse here in town that specialises in Angus steak. Actually called Aberdeen. Appropriately. Right, well I think we're going to leave these two tractors running. We're going to let them finish this field off. I'm not actually sure what we're going to be doing in the next live stream. It might be, not live stream, next episode. Might be, we've got everything done except for, we haven't done that field. Just needs liming though. Doesn't cultivate because fully ploughed. Something to do with that field at some stage, but maybe we leave that one for spring. And perhaps we spend some time sorting out animals and going through that. So it might be an episode on Maize Plus and how to use it and how to mix and everything like that. Come up with a solution for accessing the conveyor on the harvest store. It might be again that we have to put in another conveyor to get it up a little bit higher, which is mildly frustrating, but is what it is. And once we've got animals sorted out, might be moving into some springtime and getting some crops planted and figuring out what we're going to do. Sounds like, though, we're going to need a whole lot of grass silage. So fortunately we've got those bunkers down there. And we've got some decent areas we can plant with some grass, so could be the next consideration. And in fact, that field over the far side, even though it's a wee way away from the farm, would be a good candidate for grass. Because this field, these two fields, well, this section along here is all going to be arable. And I was thinking the one behind the farm, I'd put corn in to make some more maize silage. But you never know, I might decide to put all of this in grass into a really big silage harvest. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Frosty. Hope you're feeling a bit better soon. Naps often help. But guys, if you haven't checked out Big Rig Frosty, go and check him out. He often streams. Most days he's streaming, so I've really enjoyed tuning in on his content. Got a good vibe, good crowd in there, so good one for late in the afternoons for me to go and catch up on. So go and check him out. You're welcome, mate. No worries. Like I said, enjoyed tuning in, catching your stuff, and yeah, hope you do feel better soon. Anyhow, we're going to make that do for us. End the stream right there. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure to stream and have your company today. Thanks again to Pozox and Bears Den Gaming for the gifted memberships at the start of the stream. Very much appreciated those. Just for everyone else who's been hanging out, appreciate all that. Make sure you drop a like on the stream if you haven't already on your way out the door. And in fact, let's just go and take a quick little look at YouTube. Let's see. Anyone live? Can't see anyone at the moment on mine. So, maybe not. We'll just wrap things up. Evergreen Map Tour just been like, there you go. Go check out some guys' Evergreen Map Tour. That'd be a nice way to follow on from here. That's the new map coming from Northwest Mods and Edits, Mr. Dubois, sometime soon. And from all accounts, it's looking rather large. Big fields, so big farming, but on a standard 1x map. So go and take a look at that and let FSG know what you think. But otherwise, that is all from me. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the stream and look forward to catching up with you again soon. Logging League next week, so keep an eye out for those if you're intending to sign up. Pleasure and a blast to have you all there. Right, take care and tune in next time for more Team Armour. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Anyhow, take care, guys. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.